I think what they're trying to do is to involve the family in there a little bit, because I heard the promo from Sami Zayn saying to the Jey Uso there is, what about you? You thinking about the rival chief? You ain't doing this for yourself? Yep. You know, so there's a tease I see there, you know, so that's going to be a real good one. I don't know who's going to win this one, but I'm willing to wait and see.
Mac Davis, Bill Apter, and WWE Hall of Famer Teddy Long. We're back with the Wrestling Time Machine. And guys, we're going to kind of go forward a little bit and make our predictions and kind of forecast what we think may happen with WWE Backlash. And the very first match I want to start with is the Raw Women's Championship. That is Io Sky versus Bianca Belair. And Bianca Belair, of course, is holding that championship right now. Bill, do you see Io walking away with a win?
Absolutely not.
No.
Bianca Belair is at she's the EST because she is the best. And no knocking to Io Sky, but she's not the person to take that title.
Totally agree. How about you, Bill? Teddy?
Hey, listen, Mac. Come on. What is your problem?
If y'all knew what we were talking about before this, you'd understand.
No. There you go. Trying to make excuses.
All right, peanut head.
Got your back, didn't it?
So, what was your thought, though, Teddy?
I have to agree with Bill. I certainly believe Bianca Belair is going to walk out of there still women's champion. And I want to say congratulations to her, man. Great looking girl, man. Great performer in the ring. Just an all around athlete, man. And so congratulations to her. And I wish her many and good, success.
It's going to be a tough match because
yes, it is. It's going to be a tough
martial arts expert.
Yes.
It's compact.
So I'm going to be really entertained by the fact that the pay-per-view is actually, I don't even know if you call it a pay-per-view anymore, but the event will take place in Puerto Rico. And that, to me, makes it interesting. I love when WWE actually goes somewhere different and you can tune in and watch it. You know, if they're in another country somewhere and all of a sudden we're watching it on a Saturday afternoon, that's okay with me. I enjoy those shows. And I think a lot of the excitement about Backlash is the fact it's in Puerto Rico. And you got some great matches. Let's not forget, we had talked about Bad Bunny earlier, and Bad Bunny will be meeting Damian Priest in the ring. And after what I saw on Monday night, we're recording this right now, the 25th of April, and this past Monday, Bad Bunny, that boy's got some talent.
Well, he's another guy that wants it. You know what I mean? He's got a career, so this ain't like something that he just needs to do, or has to do. He wants to do this. And so it's just great for him, man. Congratulations to him.
Yeah, it's good. But you know what? What's going to be bad for him is that the rest of Judgment Day is going to interfere and it's going to cause a real ruckus. And I don't know, this could just be a thrown out situation.
Well, since we're talking about Judgment Day, let me move to one of the matches. I'm going to kind of skip around here. SmackDown Women's Championship, Zelina Vega and Rhea Ripley going head-to-head. Again, this is one of those matches, kind of like the Io Sky match, that I think I already know who's going to win.
Well, these two women are certainly tough. Oh, don't get me wrong. So I love Zelina Vega, and I believe she'll pull this one out, but I tell you, man, she's in there with a tough girl.
And now she's with the Latino World Order as well. So now we do have Judgment Day that can come out there ringside, but the Latino World Order could also make an appearance out there.
Yeah. Well, that's what you got to look out for. You know what I mean? You never know what's going to happen.
Zelina is going to be the fan favorite with a live crowd there in Puerto Rico. However, Rhea Ripley will stop at nothing to keep her championship, and I think she will overpower Zelina.
I believe that Rhea Ripley, we're going to see a strong championship run from her because she's believable and the fans love her. So why wouldn't you give somebody a long title reign, which to me also makes the show more interesting. I know this past Monday night, just real quickly, they introduced the new WWE is it Universal Championship or just Championship, Bill? I can't remember what they
We're
call
talking
it.
about a new world heavyweight.
New heavyweight. Yeah.
Right, and that will be at the Night of Champions premium event. Whoever wins, it's going to be a tournament, a one-night tournament there, and the World Heavyweight Championship, the new one, will be up for grabs.
So this is going to be this entire event is just going to be really telling about where the future of WWE is going to go. Seth Rollins versus Omos. And I'm looking forward to that one.
Keep in mind that the Night of Champions is a different event. Yeah. So I just that World Heavyweight Championship will not be up at Backlash.
No. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that if I did. So
okay.
Yeah. But Seth Rollins versus Omos. Now, the last time we saw Omos was actually, I thought, had a great match with Brock Lesnar for what it was. What do we expect when it comes to Seth Rollins and Omos?
Well, I still think you're going to pretty much see the same. I don't think it'll be real long. You know what I mean? Maybe a little bit more competitive, this time than it was with Brock. Because, now Omos, he understands a little bit about, what his role is, what he needs to do in there. So I think that'll be a pretty good match. But like I said, I don't think it'll be long, you know what I mean? And it shouldn't be, you know what I mean? Because, you got a big giant here, either way it goes, he can grab you, get something on you real quick and get the 1, 2, 3. So, you got to, my thing with Seth Rollins, stay away from the man, you know what I mean? Because if he gets his hand on you, then he's pretty much in control. But try and stay away from him, work at from the bottom, start working on them legs, it's like a tree. Hit them legs, work on them, get him off his feet, you know what I mean? Get him in a position where you're able to control him.
Who do you think is going to go over in that match?
Well, I just don't know, you know what I mean? Like I said, it could happen at any given time. You got a big giant, Omos, you could step into something and he grab you right quick and it might be just too late. So I'm just saying, this one I would think would be too close to call.
Yeah.
I agree.
By the way, I want to bring up that the Damian Priest Bad Bunny match is a street fight.
Yes.
So again, this could go completely out of control and we may not have a winner. Regarding the Seth Rollins Omos match, if Omos loses, what happens to Omos? Does he get rid of MVP and become the Jolly Giant type of thing? I can see somehow with Omos losing this, I don't know how, to Seth Rollins, but then getting rid of MVP.
Well, I can tell you, if he's going to lose it, it's easy. You got a manager. MVP would be the reason why he lost it. He'd get in the way there. Yeah. Then that way you got a real reason for him to want to get rid of MVP. He just cost me a big deal here. Seth freaking Rollins. If I beat this guy, brother, look how quick I go to the top. Yeah. So, you tell that story, MVP, you kind of held me back, man. I ain't going to put up with that. Boom, you grab him or whatever you're going to do there if they're going to turn him. But I don't think right now he's really ready for that. I think they need to just keep on using him as they're doing, let him get some ring experience, let him stay with MVP so MVP can kind of do the talking for him and give him a little bit of time, and then once you see, whether he's going to be that guy, then you take the chance of putting him, wherever you want to put him.
Do you let him lose, though, in the process over and over again, or does he need to win his matches to maintain, some kind of believability?
Well, he's going to have to, to win, in order to establish some kind of credibility, but it's who he's going to beat. That's what the thing is right there. Who are they going to let him beat, or who, you know what I'm saying? So once they figure that out, you know what I mean? Once they get ready for him, if he's going to be a big star there and they got big plans for him, he'll be a big name there, and that will give him some credibility.
And keep in mind that there might be someone looking to eliminate Seth Rollins who will help Omos and MVP get the win.
That's true, too.
Yeah.
All right, guys,
it's just so many ways you can do that, but I think in order for Omos to have some credibility, he's going to have to get the win, himself without any help.
I agree.
Because he's a giant, you know what I mean? Yeah. A giant doesn't really need help from his manager unless he's off his feet and he's not able to do nothing. Now you use the manager, but as long as the giant can stand, he can pretty much take care of himself.
Right,
yes.
Right.
All right, the United States Championship will be Austin Theory, your champion, along with Bobby Lashley and Bronson Reed in a three-way. Guys, is Austin Theory, you think he's still going to walk away with that championship? It seems to me like they're planning on a long run with him.
Well, now that Vince McMahon is back, that's Vince's guy, so to say. But I think somehow that Bronson Reed might take that title and he might not pin Austin Theory. He might pin Bobby Lashley. But I see Bronson Reed right now as such a big monster that they're building that this will only add to them building him up more so.
Yeah, and Austin Theory too, mentioning him, I like him, man. I mean, golly, man, what an entertaining guy, just to sit and, watch. And like I said, I hope that's what they do. I hope they do put it on him. And like I said, I agree with you, Bill. They should, beat Bobby Lashley. Because, see, Bobby Lashley has had a run. He's been the world champion. He's been on top with Brock and different guys. So, step back a little bit past the torch. You know what I mean? And then that gives Austin Theory some kind of credibility, too. I mean, whoever beats Bobby Lashley gets some credibility. Beats the former world champion. Sure.
Bronson Reed, though, is that old school bad guy that makes you fear, makes the fans fear. He's really a scary heel.
Right.
I still think Austin Theory is going to walk away with that title still in his hands.
Okay. You're entitled to your opinion.
That's right. Just my opinion. Yeah. The next match we have is the Bloodline versus Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Matt Riddle.
Teddy?
Man, I tell you, I watched these guys this past Monday night on Raw, the Bloodline, in fact, man, what a great match. I mean, now that's something you can watch because I watch matches for timing. And everything was right on time. There wasn't a dull moment there. Didn't nobody die at no particular time. I mean, action. And that's when, guys can work. So I just really enjoyed it, man. But, with Kevin, Owen and Sammy, I think what they're trying to do is to involve the family in there a little bit, because I heard the promo from Sami Zayn saying to the Jey Uso there is, what about you? You thinking about the rival chief. You ain't doing this for yourself? Yep. So that's a tease I see there, so that's going to be a real good one. I don't know who's going to win this one, but I'm willing to wait and see.
I think there's going to be some sort of dissension taking place in the bloodline between the Usos there, and it's going to cost them the victory because he kept saying, what happens if we lose? Well, we're not going to lose. Well, what happens if we lose? So there's something more to this than we know. I picked the bloodline to lose that night.
Yeah, I agree with that one. Guys, we got one more here unless I've missed something, and that one's the big one, and one I really want to find out what you think is going to happen here, and that's Brock Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes. Where does this story go for Cody?
Well, I think that Brock Lesnar cannot and will not lose. I think he's going to put his suplexes on Cody. I think that this is not the end of the story, so to say, that Cody wants to, get back to the championship. But I think part of this, and I've got to say this, is going to involve Finn Balor and some of the other Judgment Day costing Cody the win, even though Brock Lesnar may be almost beaten. I think because he turned down the Judgment Day and their offer to join them, I think the Judgment Day is going to make this miserable for Cody Rhodes, and it's going to cost him the match.
Yeah, I kind of think they're going to continue this too a little bit. If Cody does get the win, I see Cody getting the win by Brock maybe getting himself disqualified, or either, like you say, these other guys come in and run in. That's where I see that Cody does get the win. But that also gives us, now that, we can go right into the next TV and your next pay-per-view.
Well, you diehard wrestling fans will understand this. As Cody's lying there, Carlos Colon and Victor Jovica come out and rescue him.
Will you stop it?
I did.
And this is a good point for us to say.
Somebody's got to rescue them before they can rescue somebody.
I'm Mac Davis. That's WWE Hall of Famer Teddy Long and pro wrestling journalist Bill Apter. We'll see you next week.
Holla.
See you at the matches.